Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5. So just a quick heads up, that giveaway that I started in my most recent Flash video will be announced in my next video, which will most likely be another Flash Season 3 video. Because I forgot to mention that video because I'm an idiot, so I just wanted to let people know. So over the past week, there have been a lot of Arrow castings for the upcoming Season 5 of Arrow. Funnily enough, there is only one that actually looks promising, and that is the casting of the guy who played Tyrese in The Walking Dead. Now, he has been cast as Tobias Church, who is a gangster who looks to be the big bad, I guess. They really didn't, clarify whether he was. The other three are Wild Dog, another vigilante who is ex-military and wears a mask. No, this isn't Diggle, this is actually a new character. So it's basically Diggle 2.0 if you think about it. The next casting was Adrian Chase, aka the Vigilante. Yeah, that is his actual name. Now, this is one of the most controversial and arguably the most pointless casting out of the three. He is the new district attorney, so essentially replacing Laurel, and his family was murdered by some shady people. So basically he is the Punisher, if you think about it, but has a daytime persona which covers up for his true self, which is his vigilante self. This casting is controversial as they have killed off another female off the show, where Arrow is starting to get in that territory where they're constantly killing off female characters to replace with a male character just for really story purpose, so they can spend a certain amount of episodes or screen time setting up this new character. And the last casting is the one we're going to be discussing most in this video, Artemis. But who is playing Artemis? Well, it is the girl who was pretending to be Black Canary towards the end of Season 4 of Arrow. Lol, what? Now, before we get into the details on Artemis, why is the fake Black Canary now Artemis? Well, I can tell you pretty much what happened, and I'm 99% sure that I'm correct in what I'm saying. When they were filming the finale for Arrow Season 5, that Black Canary was meant to be in it, and it seems that they've cut out her part in it, because there was behind the scenes footage of that, new Black Canary coming out of a car and stuff like that, and they were shielding her. She was meant to be in that finale. So it seems as if they got the backlash from what happened when this actress appeared as the Black Canary, and they decided to cut her out from the finale. And the only thing I can think of is that they've put her on a contract. Like, they put her on a contract for Season 5 to play this new Black Canary. And because, Arrow shit the bed, if you know what that means, they've sort of had like a almost damage control and sort of panicked and just cast her as Artemis. Now, I don't really support this at all, and I'll go through why in a second. If they'd cast a new actress as Artemis, it'd be like, okay, that's interesting. But once again, I'll bring up some other stuff in this video. So, who is Artemis? Well, initially, Artemis was actually a villain in the comics and was the daughter of Sportsmaster and Tigress. Now, it's interesting that, they've brought in Artemis because Sportsmaster's sort of been linked with Arrow and bringing him in. So, could this be like a pathway for him to come into the show? So, throughout the comics, she was a villain and was also a part of the Injustice Society, among other things. But in 2010, when the animated TV show known as Young Justice, some of you might have watched that, rolled around, Artemis was given a facelift, I guess you could say, and was turned into a hero and served as Green Arrow's new sidekick. This was after the Roy Harper Speedy essentially quit after not agreeing on certain terms with others. So Artemis became an archer for the good and also had a thing with the Wally West Kid Flash as well throughout Young Justice. But why is this casting causing people to get, more than a little annoyed? Apart from the stuff I said before, I guess the first point to bring up is the fact that Artemis is meant to be mixed-raced, which, by just looking at the actress portraying her, doesn't seem to, being stuck to. And even though some people might go, oh, we don't care about that, who gives a shit? To a lot of people, it does matter. And I guess the next point to bring up is the Guggenheim factor, which, always has to be brought up. Artemis was beloved from her time on Young Justice, and a lot of people are scared. If you look at the Twitter response, it's a lot of people are scared with what Googie or Guggenheim might do to her. He has a really, really bad track record. And the last thing I want to bring up is Thea. Now, a lot of people might forget this when Artemis was mentioned, because it was my first thought when she was mentioned, when she was brought up, like Artemis has been cast, and I was like, what about Thea? Because even though Thea might not be, running around with a bow and arrow, What is her role going to be in the new season? Has she gone evil? Is she with Malcolm Merlin? Because John Barrowman, the guy that plays Malcolm Merlin, hasn't signed a contract for season 5, you know, whether he's a regular or he's just a guest appearance, like every 4 or so episodes he appears. He hasn't finalised his contract for how many episodes he's going to be appearing in this season. So what is Thea's storyline going to be? Is she just going to be rocking up and just be Thea now, like we saw her in season 1 and 2? Because that's really stepping back, because she is actually grown into that Speedy character. If they bring in Artemis, and she's going to have to learn to, you know, use a bow, and that's going to take up some episodes, what the hell's Thea going to do? Are they just going to kill Thea off to, you know, propel Oliver more in his story? It doesn't really seem like they know what they're doing, and I think Willa Holland, who plays Thea, could be a casualty, and the writers not knowing what the hell they're doing, because we know that Laurel was a casualty, in that the writers had no idea what they were doing, and unfortunately her character paid the price, might I say. So hopefully it doesn't happen to Thea again, because I've mentioned it before, Thea was actually one of my favourite characters in season 4, because I thought she was badass, so hopefully they don't stuff her up. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know, are you excited for Artemis, or do you think they might stuff her up like they usually do with characters on Arrow? Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to leave a like on the video, it'd be very much appreciated, and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.